Hey guys, this is Chris the Techie Teen here with the first of a few videos on all things tech that I interact with on a day-to-day basis or during the week or what have you. The first one today is my Sony Stereo that I've had since I was 10 and I'm about 17 now, so 10 years I think I've had it. I got it for my birthday and boy was I happy the first time I got it. And it's withstood the test of time as it's very adaptable with today's music players. Starting off at the top here is where you have some of your buttons. On the left side here you have your power button. Below that you have a dedicated button that goes straight to CD. Then below that you have a tuner/band button, which will either go to your radio or change the band from AM to FM or vice versa. Below that, believe it or not, you have a tape button, and there's 2 of those slots. And then below that you have a game button, because this system is compatible with gaming surround sounds, and you can even hook a RCA adaptable TV up to it, but I'll get into that later. On the right side here is a few buttons dedicated to CD. First you have disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, as this tray that I'll open is a 3-disc changer. And below that you have a disc skip button, which just skips from 1 to 2 to 3. And then you have your eject button. So I'll turn this on here, but turn the volume down so I don't get copyrighted in any of that. But first I'll just show you the tray. It comes out. And then if you can hear this, I click disc 1, it went back in and I'll play disc 1. Now since there's not a disc there, I don't think I'll be playing stuff. But I'll go back to the tuner here. And then you can change to tape and game and vice versa. So now I'll go down a little bit. So here are some more buttons. In the center here you have your volume dial. And then here you have a dedicated play button, a rewind button, a skip rewind button, a stop button, a fast forward button, and then a skip track forward button. Then you have it's funny here, you have a dedicated pause button that's not part of this. Then on the other side here you have a display button, which I frankly don't know what that does. Over here you have a few different EQ settings. You can set it for music, movie, a groove, which is a bass, more bassy type setting, and then a game setting. Then you can game mix 2 here in the center. And then if we even go down a little more, here you have your 2 tape slots. So that kind of proves how old this is. It's still compatible with tapes, which people don't even really use CDs anymore, but I've used this before in the past for books on tape when I was a kid, just to listen to books, lay in my bed and hear stories that way. And then if I tilt the camera down even more, you'll see a few inputs and outputs here. Over here you have your headphone button if you want to listen silently to your music without disturbing anyone. Then over here you have the game input that I was talking about earlier. Now here I just have a audio input to play off my MP3 player, RCA to 3.5mm. But you can put in any RCA compatible gaming system in this. And then what it'll do is it'll feed the sound through your speakers, so you can have surround sound that way. And then even, as you can see, has an input for video, and then on the back of this machine has a video out, so you can plug it to your TV and get video through that way too. So that's all for the station itself, and next I'll give you a little look at the speaker. Hey guys, I'm back and looking at the speakers of the system. I'm just going to show you one today as they're both identical. Here you have the speaker in its horizontal position, as it's not, my shelf isn't tall enough to fit it the other way. You can see the speaker wire here. It has 4 speakers on it total, I believe. It has one here, the 2 main ones here as you can see, and then the one on the bottom in here. Now these speakers sound very good. I'll show you a few seconds of sound here.
Just the right leg room. I mean length in the leg. going lights in it.
So there you go, guys. I gave you a little sound test of a few different sounds with the speakers, and overall, it sounds really good. I mean, I've never had it up to full volume, so I couldn't tell you if it gets distorted or anything at all, but it sounds very good. Even with a phone or MP3 player plugged into that input that I showed you before, it still sounds crystal clear. You actually do have to turn it up a little considerably higher to get the same amount of sound out, and that's just because the connection might not be the best grade. But otherwise, guys, that was a tour of my speakers and stereo. So I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to give my video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button above, comment on this video, just try to interact with me as best you can, as I think it'll be fun to have quite a following on YouTube. But thanks for watching, guys, and see you later. Peace.